Hi, friends. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Own Your Magic. My name is Casie Hembree. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm so excited to be with you tonight. So first of all, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule, little chaotic schedule, to join us here just for 15, 20 minutes. It's not going to be long, short and sweet, but I want to just celebrate you for being a woman of your word, jumping on tonight. And there's freebies. Who loves freebies? Okay, so I have to tell you, let's see, I just had it right here. I am wearing a new limited edition lipstick. It's called Trademark Pink. Is this not gorgeous? Stunning color. So we have 4 new lipstick colors. So I'm going to be giving those away as part of the raffle. So how do you win? How do you win? Well, it's super simple. Every single comment that you leave for us on this feed, you get entered. I'm just going to do a random number, like 1 through 200 entries, and the random number scrambler, and then that's how I'm going to pick it. So the more you comment, the more entries you have. So please participate with us. I really, truly want this to be interactive for all of you. And tag. The first way is to tag who brought you. Just say hello, tell us where you're from, and tag the girl that invited you to watch here tonight. Or maybe you're like, hey, I watched an event here a few weeks ago and had fun, and it's still part of my Facebook thread, whatever notifications. So maybe you just happen to scroll across this evening. Don't keep scrolling. Stop and hang out, because I've got some amazing freebies for you. And y'all, doesn't a lipstick sometimes just make you feel better? So we're excited to have you. And another way to win is with the comments is I want you to drop a heart. I want you to drop a heart. If you hear something, I'm going to, let's see, here we go. Drop a heart if you hear something that you love, because truly our goal here is to bring you joy. We are not making light of the current situation as we are hopefully closing down this pandemic with the COVID-19, but with all the craziness that has been going on in the world, just to give you a little escape, even if it's just for 20 minutes, give you a little escape from reality and just be with us here tonight. So if you hear something that you love, drop a little heart. And then if you hear something tonight that empowers you, then I would love for you to leave the little queen crown emoji. And that's just going to let your beauty consultant know, like, what tugs at your heart, what speaks to you in this season, because I think we've all been a little out of whack. At least I know we have in our home. And this is something that I look forward to every single time. We've been doing it on Wednesday. It's my first time sharing, so I'm excited to be here with you. But we've all been juggling more than normal, right? And I just want to give you permission to put on your Superman or Superwoman cape that I feel like we've all been wearing, because we've had to learn how to become a homeschool mom, right? I'm homeschooling 3 kids in middle school. Maybe it's taking care of your elderly parents. It could be shopping and serving those in your community that cannot be going out. Or maybe you're one of our frontline workers. And I just want to say that I appreciate you. I have been praying over you and every other frontline worker, so is my family, for the last 5 weeks. And we wouldn't be able to be here if you weren't there. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for being there. So as we are juggling a little more than normal, I just want to share with you that you can use your talents and your gifts and your strengths and things that bring you joy and show you what it looks like to work for yourself. Because is that foreign to any of you? Like being your own boss, being an entrepreneur? Like I didn't grow up hearing stuff like that. So I hope that that's what we do tonight, is to be able to share that with you. So make sure that you are commenting. I'm going to pop over and see the comments in just a second, but I get a little distracted with the comments because I want to chit chat and hang out with you, and I want to respect your time. So you have to tell me what you prefer. Take a little longer so I can interact with all of you. Look at all these sweet little comments over here. There's Crystal. Look, Lynn's giving her girls a little shout out. Hey, Nicole. Nicole's brand spanking new. Exciting to have you on. Crystal, how sweet are you? Thank you. And here is our first crown emoji. So consultants, you can win too. Trust me, you're going into the scrambler because I wouldn't be here without you. So make sure that you are commenting and being a part of it. So like I said, our goal here is to bring you joy and to make sure you know that you're empowered and how you can use all that God's already given you in a season like this. So my name's Casie. My background is actually in biochemistry, cellular and molecular biology. I was doing cancer research in Atlanta prior to Mary Kay. I had graduated college, was a newlywed. We had just bought our first home, and I was a tomboy to the nth degree and a total introvert because, like, if you choose to do science and work with petri dishes and not people, it's pretty clear you're an introvert. And what I realized after working at this company that I loved my job, that I was working a lot and I was busy, but I was still broke. Like, I didn't want to leave what I was doing, but I didn't have any extra money. And not that I knew money was not going to make me happy, but I didn't have extra for choices like, vacation or shopping or giving to our church more than, just the regular 10%. And I was just stuck. I felt a little stuck. And so what I did at the age of 24 was I got my starter kit really, truly more for personal use and to not run a business, because there's actually 3 different types of consultants in our business. And the first type is called a savvy shopper. And that was so my story. I wanted the products 50% off. I had never even tried Mary Kay before. My husband actually signed me up for Mary Kay behind my back. But when I got this starter kit, it was, I could tell a difference in my skin immediately. I've got sensitive skin. I'm allergic to a lot of products and I suffer with cystic acne still to this day. And I could really feel and see a difference after the first time. So I started out as a savvy shopper. So these are the people, I want you to write which one appeals to you. If you love discounts and you would love free, because heck, if you got your mom, your sister, your neighbor, your best friend, your coworker to buy from you, make a couple of little sales just with the people that you do life with, you get your stuff for free. So that's really was my plan. And then after my first month, I actually became more of a side hustler. And I didn't anticipate this happening, but after my skin started changing after 30 days, my first month, I made $1,100 profit, sold $2,200. Oh, I just let the cat out of the bag. Sold $2,200, made $1,100. And it was so great when you had just bought a home and you wanted to decorate it and you wanted to put flowers in the yard and you wanted to get a pretty little welcome flag, like all of that stuff really does add up. And so I became a side hustler very quickly out of the gate, even though that wasn't ever my intention. And then the third type of beauty consultant that we have is a boss babe. And this is a girl that just is a visionary. She sees the potential. She goes for it. She jumps in and doesn't let fear hold her back. And we have so many people, especially now with these younger generations that are empowered and see this. And I didn't grow up. Like I said, I didn't grow up seeing that first and foremost, but now I do. Now I see it, people being able to do that from the get-go. So I'm just curious, are you more of a savvy shopper when it comes to going out? Do you like having some extra play money, or you're like, oh, I'm a boss babe, I'll own it? And I love that about the way I tick. Just curious who all personalities are out there. And, I think for me is, I didn't want to ever be a salesperson, to be honest. I didn't ever want to be known as the girl that sold anything because it was kind of a turnoff. And I realized that with this product is you are actually, we are in sales, but that's not what we do. We really make people feel more beautiful. And I feel like a lot of times it's a paycheck of the heart because it goes so much deeper. And coming from someone that struggled with cystic acne and low self-esteem, I just love being able to pass that on. Like, you can feel better and we can start improving your skin. And it really changes everything about you, how you interact with other people, how you interact in your home, your confidence, the way you carry yourself. And it was like an incredible transformation when I started owning my own magic, obviously with Mary Kay. And the cool thing is it doesn't take a lot of time and it's not hard. Like, I had never worn makeup before, but an eyeshadow I knew went on my eyes. I knew that a lipstick went on my lips. Like, it was not hard. And there wasn't this large learning curve because I think you have to have a couple things in place. First of all, is it worth my time? Right? Like, we're busy. We juggle a lot. And is it worth my time? Because you don't want it to take up all your time, right? And it can't be too hard. That's another thing. Like, if it's a huge learning curve, we're going to be resistant to even add it to our life. And the great thing about especially being in this quarantine is, I mean, more so now than before, because before it was a choice, where now we're really doing everything virtually, is we do everything in groups. So while you're learning and you've invited people to be a part of whatever, this group, for instance, then you can make money while you're learning about the business. You just simply, the only learning curve you have is to learn how to invite people to be a part and give you your opinion. And then anything they buy from you or book with you or decide to join your team, that is yours, all yours. And so I love that we have been able to come together. I've got 3 amazing Offspring sales directors, and they're actually all in Georgia. I'm up here in North Carolina by myself, but I love that all 4 of us have been able to use our talents and use our gifts and use our different personalities and different backgrounds to be able to make this group truly something that I know has brought us a lot of joy. So we're excited to have, obviously, you a part of it. And, there's a few reasons when I said, is it worth my time? Because it doesn't take a lot of time. I earned my first free car doing 7 hours a week with Mary Kay, and never imagined I would be that girl driving a free car. But now I've earned 9 of them. Not 2, not 4, not 5, 9 free cars. No car payment, for real, for 14 years. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But what I will tell you is there's a few things that I feel like if you're going to be, I don't think the question is if you want a side hustle, because let's be honest, I don't know one single person in my life that doesn't have a side hustle. And it could be a wide variety of things, but there's a few things that I feel like you need to know to be educated and informed to be able to make a decision on what you want to do. So I just am impressed that you're watching because obviously you want to be informed and educated, and it may not be for you. I want to get the elephant out of the room. It is not going to hurt our feelings if Mary Kay's not for you. But what I would say is just have your hands wide open. And as I'm talking, if God just places someone on your heart, or there is somebody that is struggling with insecurity or self-esteem or financially right now, share this video with her. What could hurt? It's going to be a few minutes long. And I promise you, if you had that little nudge, that little wink, then there is something to it. Truly, there's something to it. So I'm going to do a little screen share here. You know how we always want this technology to work really well for us. And sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. Look at there. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to share with you 4 main reasons women start a Mary Kay business. Okay, I'm going to see if I can actually zoom in on this a little bit more. Okay. Number 1 is love what you do. Love Mary Kay. So the freedom and flexibility as a side gig. And when I say freedom and flexibility, there's no quotas, there's no territories. You are your own boss. You are assigned a mentor or a coach, whatever you want to call it. But the beautiful thing is you make the choice on what you want to do with it. Having this sisterhood is something that I never experienced before prior to Mary Kay, because my self-esteem was at a 0. Is anybody else like, oh, you're speaking my language now? I didn't do sororities. I didn't do sports. I didn't have a big social life even in college. And, I love our sisterhood. So consultants, you'll have to be sharing in the comments what you have loved most about your business. And being able to start today. Like today, you can open the doors to your business. And boy, do I have a secret to tell y'all today. I mean, I am so stinking excited. It is like hot off the press about starting today. And I promise you've never heard it before. So that's the first thing. The second thing is obviously money and rewards, right? So I kind of let the cat out of the bag in the beginning, but you can earn 50%, or you earn 50%, not up to, not sometimes, not every blue moon, every single time you make a sale. So we buy for $1 and we buy from corporate for $1, we sell for $2. So I call that an instant ATM. The other thing that we can make money on is if we choose to pass this business on. I opted honestly not to do it for 8 months when I first got started, because remember, I was just a personal savvy shopper, or so I thought. And I didn't think I knew enough to be able to share it with other people. What I didn't know is it wasn't my job to teach them. Mary Kay assigns them a mentor. Corporate is right there at our fingertips on the World Wide Web every single second that you want training. And so I was really holding myself back from being able to pass it on by not sharing the business opportunity. And it goes from 4% up to 36%, depending on how many people you have on your team. And so there are all different levels out there, all different seasons. And like, I call it double dipping, like I'm making money with the sales, but I'm also making money on a team. And I had mentioned just a second ago about, let's see if I can bring this up. Can y'all see this? I probably need to hide that little bad boy. Maybe so. We'll see. Is the opportunity to earn the use of a Mary Kay card. Let me see if I can slide this over. There you go. And so with the card program, y'all, the coolest part is they not only pay for your card for 2 years, they pay 100% of your tax, your tag, your ad valorem, your tax, your tag, your title, your ad valorem in the state of Georgia, and then 85% of your car insurance. 85%. So I drive a $58,000 brand new, so stinking pretty. What is it called? It's called a Cadillac XT6. It just came out. It has 3 rows, which is beautiful because I got 3 kids. And y'all, $58,000. You know what my car insurance is? $42 a month. $42 a month for not just me, but I have an additional driver. How cool is that? Like, love the car program. Okay, so that's the number 2. Are y'all seeing anything that empowers you or excites you or that you love? Make sure you're doing, I'm going to do a giveaway here in just a second. Number 3 is products women love. Did you know that Mary Kay had over 300 products and over 1,200 patents? Like, we own the rights and nobody else can have it out there on-trend cosmetics, body care, fragrances. And a lot of people don't know we carry a men's line. I've got a great male customer base. I started in Atlanta. They've stuck with me as I moved here to Charlotte, and love being able to service them as well. So it's not just for women. We actually have male beauty consultants. So there's a lot of flexibility with it. And then I never understood how much research, even though I'm a scientist, how much research went into cosmetics. And our products, like for this trademark pink lipstick, it was tested on 5,000 faces. 5,000 faces, okay? Not animals, not just in a petri dish, but on faces to make sure the quality is exactly where we need it, because we have more good housekeeping seals than any other cosmetic brand. If you don't know what good housekeeping is, I didn't. It's where not only does Mary Kay make the claims and stand behind them, but so does Good Housekeeping. So like if you bought a skincare set and you're like, oh, didn't like it, didn't do what I said, not would Mary Kay give you the money back if your consultant wasn't around anymore, which hopefully that's not the case, but not only would Mary Kay give you the money back, so would Good Housekeeping. Did y'all know that? Like, it's a big deal. Thousands, actually millions and millions of dollars to get the Good Housekeeping seal. So I'm super proud of our company. And another cool thing is we are one of the only few companies in the US that now has a naturally line that is manufactured in Europe for the sole purpose of being able to have this outside company, this third party called Cosmos. I had never even heard of this. You'll have to Google it if you're more interested in like really clean, natural products. But the Cosmos is a third-party company that tests your products and gives it an eco certification. So 100% natural. It's the only way. They're in France. It's the only way we could get that certification is to keep it manufactured over there. And so we are one of the only few companies that have it. It costs millions of dollars to have that. So I'm so proud of the hoops that we jumped through to be able to make sure that our customers get the best products out there on the market. And it's a pennies on the dollar because we're not having to pay for a storefront. You know, we don't have advertisement. You are our advertisement. So thank you for obviously sharing this, inviting people to be a part of it. You know, telling your neighbor about your Mary Kay beauty consultant. All of that is how we get the word out. So that's the reason our products are so cheap. All right, the last thing is, let me get here, is enriching women's lives. So Mary Kay Ash was a real person and she passed away in 2001. But when she started this company in the 60s, it was unheard of for women to A, run a company, and B, to use all of her life savings to do it. Like, she was called crazy forever with doing it until it took off, y'all. Now we're in over 40 countries worldwide. We are Christian based, which I love. We are still privately owned and 100% debt free. There's so many other things I can tell you about the foundation. And today being Earth Day, talking about every single, like, I should have one here. The little plastic containers that the eyeshadow and cheek color come in. When we recycle those, like, give them back to Mary Kay, every time they get 1,000 of those little containers, which we can take them to our events, guess what they do? They plant a tree. There is a whole forest planted because of recycled compacts. We have a zero waste facility, zero waste. There is no waste that comes out of our manufacturing facility in Dallas, Texas. I'm so proud of what we stand for, and really making sure that we are not just taking care of us today, but for our children and our children's children and our children's children's children's. Did y'all just hear that song, The Blessing, with Carrie Job come into your head? I did. I don't know if you've heard it or not, but it's like my favorite song right now. So that, my friends, is why we love what we do. So I'm gonna see if I can shrink that bad boy down and just right here. I'm gonna see what y'all are talking about over here. Let me pop here. Good housekeeping. Can you get a bus? I don't know who that is. You'll have to tell me who that is. You know, I feel like I'm driving a little bus now because nobody touches. Does anybody else have 3 kids? Because that's a big deal. So there's 7 seats. Look who's on. Hey, Brittany. She's one of my teachers at my school. My kids I go to school with. Flexibility. Absolutely. Because I love being my own boss. I'm working now. Listen to my office hours. This is pretty fun. I do work from 12:30 to 2:30 because we're done with school. And then we play all afternoon. And then I usually pop back on here from 8 to 9. I'm not going to be here till 9 tonight, but I love being able to have the hours that works for my family in this season. Who else is on here? Free tax tag title. So I am excited. Look at here. Why does Mary Kay not do commercials? Oh, I don't know who that is that asked that. So you have to like approve StreamYard I can put all these fun things up because it's StreamYard. So if you're wondering, why doesn't it show my picture? It's because you have to accept StreamYard. We're learning all this stuff together. But the reason we don't do commercials is it costs millions of dollars to not only have the production crew, but to have the marketing team and then obviously run it. And so we've probably had commercials in my 15 years, I think 5 times. Most of the time, things like Good Morning America or Rock the Runway or Rent the Runway. I don't know. I'm not a TV watcher. Like there's different shows that'll grab our products and advertise for us free. But Mary Kay doesn't choose to advertise because it starts cutting into the profits, and they're already giving back 78 cents of every single dollar corporate makes. They're giving back to us, the sales force, for building teams, for passing it on. So there's not a lot of extra out there, if that makes sense, for them to put in advertising because they never, ever want to mess. They never will mess with our 50% profit. So great question. Any other questions? Look at all these comments. I'm going to have so many good giveaways tonight. Okay. So let me see where I am on my little notes here. So the last thing is I want you to share. I was going to go through the kit. I don't know if y'all want to see it because there's several options now that I'm stinking so excited about. That's the reason I wanted to do it this tonight. First of all, it's $100, but don't drop your jaw. What am I saying? Don't let your jaw drop. There you go. Tongue twister on $100. So I'm going to show you what comes in it, but there's also a surprise. Okay. There's a surprise that they announced 2 days ago. So don't go anywhere. Stick with me. So this is how the box comes. And Mary Kay's, one of her quotes, she has so many cool quotes, is if just one more woman today discovers how great she really is, it will be a great day. So this is how the starter kit comes. I'm going to show you a picture of it in just a sec. But I mean, it's like a party in a box. A party in a box. Over $500, y'all. $500. Full-size product for $100. So you get 2 cleansers, like full size, last 7-8 months. 2 day creams, 2 night creams. You're like, why 2? Because not all of us have the same skin, right? Like what I can use might not be good for your skin. So an eye cream. Satin hand set. Is y'all's hands dry right now? Like we have gone through 2 sets of this at my house because our hands were so raw. They hurt from all the washing. So Satin Hand Set, the #1 eye makeup of the world. If you've never tried Mary Kay's eye makeup remover, this is a game changer. It like makes you have the healthiest, strongest, thickest lashes and brows ever, ever, ever. I've never had to wear falsies. I've never had to use, the lash extensions because I think this is like that with that B3 complex and vitamin E supplement in there. It's amazing. And then 5 foundations. Now hear my heart. You don't need to be wearing all 5 foundations. But there's one in there that I promise is going to match your skin. Translucent powder and the mascara that I'm wearing tonight. All of that comes with all kinds of other things. Come in the $100 starter kit. So here is, I'm going to let you look at this. This is what is in the kit. Let me shrink me. I don't want to see me. You want to see this. So this cute bag, all these products. There's a date book, all kinds of training material, color cards. So if you needed a paint by numbers, like I did on how to do color, all of that comes in there, which that's what we're doing on Saturday. If you want a color pack, comment now, color pack, and we will make sure you have one for our color party, our glam party on Saturday. We're doing a little birthday bash for 2 of the 4 sales directors have birthdays Saturday. So we're getting off fancy and we're doing a budget glam and a bougie glam because our budgets are a little, it could be a little different. So drop on here if you want a color bag and we will make sure we get that to you. So that's that. But here's the deal, y'all. Mary Kay announced 2 days ago with this pandemic that not everybody has the $100 to get started, but everybody wants to feel better, right? Like I was saying in the beginning, like when you just take care of yourself, it really spills over into your whole home. And there is no better time to get started and work a business virtually than right now. So they announced on Monday that you can actually start your business for $30, like $10 bills. Kona Ice came by today and I bought it for all of us because it sounded like the good thing to do. Y'all, it was $30 for Kona Ice. Like those little shaved ices with the little syrup, it was $30. And that's how much it costs to start a Mary Kay business. Now, it's not going to come with the full-size product. But in this season, if you're like, I just need something to focus on, I need the girlfriends, I want the camaraderie, I love the training, then that's what you get access to for $30. Not only do you get access to all of this, but you also get access to a free website that they run for you. Trust me, I'm not in IT. I could not do that. And a website, as well as a company called ProPay, which we use to process credit cards. So I simply just text out an invoice or email an invoice. My customers pay right there and it goes into my account, my checking account. So typically those 2 items would cost you $69. Now with the e-sign kit, it is $30 for all 3. All 3. Isn't that wild? I'm so excited. I get so excited about this $30. They've never done it before. That company's 57 years old and they have never done it before. So why not? It's $30. So what I would love for you to do is I want you to leave a number between 1 through 5. And I'm going to tell you what the numbers are. And I want you to drop this in your comments. Okay. This is your last question. Is if one would be, I could be starving and I would rather beg for food than to sell Mary Kay. Okay, that would be a 1. So I hope that's none of y'all. I hope that's none of you. A 5 would be, oh my gosh, I have the choice of doing $100 or a $30 kit. Like, sign me up. I'm ready to start tonight. I will learn as we go. That would be a 5. Here's the thing. You cannot put a 3. A 3 is like straddling the fence, and it is not safe for women to straddle fences. It is not safe. I don't know if you remember that from your childhood days, but it's not safe to straddle a fence. So don't put the chicken answer. You can be a 2 because you don't want to beg for food, or you can be a 4 or 5. Okay. And all that honestly means is 2 is I want to be a customer. I love paying full price. I want to help support my girl that invited me. And then a 4 is I have some questions. And 5 is this is really a no-brainer. So if you were to pretend you are a Mary Kay beauty consultant, like put your little beauty coat on and you were pretend, I want to know why would you be good at being a Mary Kay beauty consultant? I don't think we brag on ourselves enough because I think it's, if you're like me, I was raised to be humble and like you just don't do that. You don't brag on yourself. But consultants, I want you to do this as well. Do you love people? Do you love to serve? Do you love to help? Are you a social butterfly? Do you get energy from being around people? What is it that would make you good at being a Mary Kay beauty consultant? Because we're not cookie cutters. Like, I'm so grateful. That was my favorite thing about going to these seminars in Dallas was I got to see the only thing that was the same was their smile, their joy, because different ages, different race, different degrees, different backgrounds, everything was so different, but they all had that genuine joy, which I wanted to be a part of. So I would love to hear what y'all are saying over here. I love meeting new people. Nicole said, because I love the products. Yes. I am a people person. Erica, you are. Erica went with us to Dallas too. I can talk to the wall. Look at here. I don't know who that is, but that's awesome. I'm excited. Thank you for sharing your numbers. Seriously love people and love makeup. Well, you're ahead of me because I always giggle about this. Now, it wasn't funny at the time. I didn't know that foundation went after moisturizer. So if you're like, gosh, I just don't think I could do this. Trust me, you can. If you're teachable and coachable, you can. All right. So, I will do our giveaway. I think that's all my notes. I get so excited being on here with y'all. I don't want it to end. And keep posting your hearts, your crowns. I'm going to go through and do the scrambler. I'm going to post it right now who won. Like, there is no need for us to wait. I'm going to go and post right now. And I pray that this video brought you joy. That is really why I wanted to make this group for us was just to have a little escape from reality because I cried a lot the first 2 weeks of quarantine. It was a little hard for me emotionally, and that a seed was planted on your heart to honestly start dreaming again. As kids, we dream, right? Like we can be astronauts and we can be Superman and Wonder Girl. And then something happens kind of around middle school that we stop dreaming. And so I hope tonight gave you permission to dream again, because I think that's Mary Kay, that was her wish, was that women could be empowered and know they can honestly do anything. So cheers to owning your dreams and owning your own magic. And you are talented. You are beautiful. You are wonderfully and perfectly made in the image of our Creator. And He loves you. And I just want to celebrate you being a part of us, of our sisterhood. So we're excited to hear from you. Let us know. I'll go through and do the drawing right now, the little number scrambler. So stay tuned. And if there's anybody that's on your heart, please let your beauty consultant know, because we would love to share this with her. All right. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for being on. Good night.